Hey, what's up guys? Wesley here from Maximize Your Life, and today I want to share something with you because personally I think Notion is the ideal tool to keep a daily journal. It is free, you can use it on your computer and all your mobile devices, plus you can build and use it in a variety of ways. In this video I want to share with you how to easily build a daily journal in Notion. So let's waste no more time and quickly dive in. First, you want to add a page by clicking Add a Page. In the screen that will pop up here, we are going to put the name of our journal. I'm going to call it Daily Journal. I want to create it with a gallery view because I want to make it visually. This can be done by clicking on Gallery. Now we have to create a new database by clicking on New Database. Now you'll see some kind of template which is built in by Notion. We are going to delete these 3 pages as we want to build our daily journal completely from scratch. You can delete these pages by right-clicking on them and hitting delete. So we will do that now. To make it a bit more personal, we can right-click on Gallery View on the top left of our workspace and rename it to, let's say, My Entries. Now you see it has changed. We're going to create a template for our daily entries. This will save you a lot of time when creating entries, and it will make your journaling a lot more efficient. You can create a template by left clicking on the drop down menu of the blue New button and select New Template. Now a fully adjustable template has popped up and you can customize it completely to your needs. And I'm going to share with you what I personally find useful and have recently started using myself. Of course, you can personalize and expand this if you need to. First of all, I like to change created to date. This can be simply done by left clicking on created and then on the property type created time and then on date. I also like to track the moods or emotions I have experienced in a day. In the property under the created property called tags, I can change that to, for example, moods by left clicking on it and simply type it in. Hit enter. I want to tell you that for this functionality, I want to leave the property type as it is, called multi-select. You can see here it was multi-select. Because I want to be able to select different types of moods. Many things happen in a day, and because of that, we can experience all kinds of emotions. If you like, for example, working out, you can also add a property which lets you choose if you have worked out today or not. So I will left click on add a property, change the name to, for example, worked out. I will select the property type and change it to select. And I want to change this because I just want to be it one option, because I have worked out or I have not. And therefore, I just want to be able to be choosing yes or no and not both at the same time. I also don't want to forget my daily vitamins. This option is also useful if you do not want to forget your medication, for example. So I'm going to create another property I'll call vitamins, and this will be a checkbox. So I'm going to add a property. I'll change this to checkbox, and I will just call this vitamins. Change the checkbox. Worked out, yeah. We can here create the types. Yes. We can create no. And you see it's or yes, you can select or no. And with the vitamins or medications which you need to take or whatever you prefer, you can just tap it off. Now, the second last property I want to add is the files and media property. That way I can upload files and media of a maximum of 5 megabytes, but that could be ideal, for example, if I would like to upload some handwritten notes. I will call the property add a file. I will choose here files and media. And now, if I would like to, I can choose a file or embedded link. If you want to upload files which are bigger than 5 megabytes, you can upgrade your plan. Then the last property I will add is a fun one to me, and it's just the number of cups of coffee I drink in a day. And you can set the number property type for that. So I would just say here cups of coffee, and we will pick the number. And now you can just simply type the cups of coffee. It's just personally, I like that. So of course I want to give this template a name. I'm gonna call it my daily journal template. And of course in your template you can also enter here some questions which you want to answer daily. It is possible if you prefer that. I do not, so I will just leave it blank for now. We have already built quite a useful template. Now I want to set that when I click new, that the newest journal entry is being displayed first. So okay, this can go. For that we have to apply a sorting, and we can do this by clicking on sort and then on create it, and then you have to make sure that it is on descending. Now every new journal entry will be displayed on the top left of your workspace. Of course it is useful to see the date when we create a new entry, and you can do this in two ways. You can set the date here in the title of your journal entry, March 16. And number two is to show the creation date at the bottom of the page card. And that's also what we actually need to get it sorted correctly. So the second option we can realize by editing the view layout by left clicking on the three dots, then click on properties. Here we have the option to unhide whatever is currently hidden in our gallery view. For our current purpose, I will click on create it, but make sure you click here on the eye so that it's here, and you'll see it will pop up right over here. And also now when you want to, for example, create an entry which has an earlier date than today, then you can just select it. If you want to journal about yesterday, for example, and voila, it will be behind the current one. And if you create another one, let's say if today was tomorrow, you can select 17 and it will be displayed here. So now we also tested that our sorting works correctly. So now it's time to actually journal and to make it personal. So let's delete everything from our workspace and start like we just start blank. We will again right click on the pages and hit delete. And we will click new. The template we just created is automatically chosen and it works as expected. So that's great. As the title, just for now I'm going to assign it like the date, March 16, 2022. And when we hover just above the title, you will see two options, add icon and add cover. With add icon, we can select an emoji. I like selecting a cover more because then we can select an image of our choice. This can be, for example, a photo you took yourself or one which is built in within Notion or simply one from the internet. When you click on add a cover, a cover will immediately appear. If you want to personalize this, you have to click on change cover. Here you will have different options and I would like to encourage you to explore. And for the sake of this tutorial, I will just quickly choose an image from the NASA archive below. Now you see it is changed. Now you can also select the date so that we can keep the sorting as we want it to work. And now we can add a mood by clicking on empty. You can create as many moods as you want. Let's say happy. If today I was also stressed, I can just add stressed. If I wanted to be only happy, I just remove stressed and I will just leave happy. You can just add all kinds of emotions and moods as you desire and add them or remove them. Let's just keep happy for now. The rest you can fill in as desired, and what I like to do is to journal throughout the day by adding comments. You can add comments by left clicking on add a comment and hit enter, and you will see that just now Maximize Your Life has added a comment. What I like about it is that it leaves a kind of timestamp when I created a comment. Like that I can easily see a nice overview of when I experienced and noted what. No worries, if you made a mistake, you can edit your comments by clicking the edit comment function. And you see it's now just edited. If you really want to write whole stories, I recommend you do that down here, as you can really create just a full document. You can add headings here, you can add pictures, heading 3, for example, my story of today. You can make a nice divider line over here and just blah 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 blah. Type whatever you want. Just yeah, I would also encourage you to explore your possibilities here to meet your needs. And now when I return to the workspace, you will notice that the picture which we just set is not being displayed. And this makes it boring. And we need to edit the view layout once more by left clicking on the 3 dots, hit layout, and then you want to set the card preview not to page content but to page cover, and you will see that the picture is changing. Now it is being displayed, and now it's set for every new journal entry you will add. Like this, we can just create a visually appealing daily journal. Let us just test it. Let's call this one, for example, the March 17, and set created to March 17, and we will add a cover, and we will change it to the second picture of NASA. It's all good. It's just for test purposes. You will see now it has the picture we expect, nice, being displayed. Like this, you can really personalize your daily journal. You can personalize your workspace. I really like that because, in my opinion, a journal must be personalized. I really hope that this tutorial was valuable to you. On my blog, thetotalpackage.org, you can find a step-by-step guide on how to create this journal as well, along with screenshots so everything is very clear. I would say happy journaling with Notion. Please consider subscribing to the channel and liking this video, and I will see you in the next one.